My name is Živko Narlev and I'm an expert in tourism. Today we'll talk about the modern trends in the tourism. We'll talk about the nature and ecotourism, and of course later on we'll talk about the specific areas in the north part of Bulgaria, North Black Sea area, specifically Varna region as well. What is nature tourism? Now, nature tourism is actually visiting natural areas. Simple as that. Nature tourism can be divided on a soft and hard. Once we talk about soft nature tourism, we can start, for example, with stargazing. What exactly is stargazing? This is observing the stars. In order to do so, you need to find a specific area with clear skies, which really gives a good observation of the different stars and uninterrupted view. And of course, you need to be equipped with that special telescopes in order to enjoy the special view that the sky will provide you with. Bird watching, that's another type of nature tourism, popular. Since Bulgaria is a place with a big variety of wild birds, we have that opportunity, our tourists, to enjoy the growing up of birds and their development, feeding, and typical habits of the different species. Then we talk about scenic driving. Scenic driving, this is a different type of nature tourism. It's like driving your car, enjoying the view in a specific area, which is a different type of pleasure as well. Visiting parks, it gives you opportunity to see different birds while they're nesting and growing, different insects, flowers, and of course different vegetation. Beaches. In the north part of Bulgaria, we have quite a lot of wild beaches, which gives a different enjoyment. And the wild beach is just enjoying the nature and the beauty of it. Camping. Well, a lot of our tourists are enjoying the nature while camping and going by itself in their camper, somewhere in the nature, and that's another type of nature enjoyment as well. Cycling. That's a quite healthy enjoyment, by the way. By the time you're cycling, enjoying the nature, and that's called soft because actually there is no harm for you, and in the meantime you can enjoy the beauty of the nature. What are the hard nature tourism, and what is the hard nature tourism? Actually, one of those is hunting. In Bulgaria, hunting is very well known. We have a lot of visitors in the country which are using the areas and doing hunting in Bulgaria. Why we call it hard nature tourism? Because you can get hurt in the meantime while hunting. Bushwalking. Bushwalking is a different type of nature tourism. While walking through the bush, of course, not always can be safe. But on the other side, that gives you a different approach and different perspective and enjoyment of the nature as well. Fishing. Being on the Black Sea coast, it gives you a great opportunity to either to do specific diving and with harpoons, or perhaps fishing from a boat, or just fishing from the coastline. And not last as well, we can talk about kayaking. Kayaking can be done in the wild rivers, or you can do it in the Black Sea as well, which is quite interesting and quite giving you a good kick on your health as well. Now, ecotourism. Once we talk about ecotourism, we have to talk about the definition and what is the difference between the nature and ecotourism. Ecotourism basically is responsible travel to natural areas with concerns and of the environment and involves the well-being of the local people. Now, there is 3 dimensions in the ecotourism, and the first one is it's based on around nature. The second one, environmental education provided. Third dimension is it is sustainably managed or not. We can do it in this way. We can say that there is 4 pillars of the ecotourism and as well, which contributes in it, and this is minimizing the environmental impact, respecting the host nature in the culture, maximizing the benefits of the local communities, and maximizing the tourist satisfaction. When we talk about the eco and nature tourism, we have to talk about the advantages of geographical area. Having in mind that Black Sea coasts, we can divide it on south and north, and Varna actually is on the northern part of the Black Sea coast. We have to mention that we have preserved nature. There is no heavy industries in the area, which really helped us to enjoy the beauty of the nature. And as a matter of fact, in the Varna area, we have, let's say, near Varna, to be a little bit more precise, we have the Tutliman Bay of Birds, one of those unique areas, which is well known for the several caves, which are quite unique. Migrational birds, which you can find only in that area. Of course, you can observe the way they migrate and the way they grow up as well. Their habits, unique lizards, for example, the snake lizard and the wall lizard, which are typical for the area and they're protected in the Red Book. And the spiny turtle, which is very, very difficult to find around the world as well. Another place to mention is the Bolota Bay, very, very popular, which is part of the Kaliakra Reserve. Several rare plants and animal species can be found in that area as well. Talking about the next one in line, this is the Kamenbrek, very popular 1st of July, July morning. All the youngsters are going there in order to enjoy this specific day on that specific area. Cape Kaliakra, another beautiful place. Yailata, another place, part of the National Archaeological Reserve. And what is actually Yailata unique for? It's a seaside terrace separated from the sea by rock massifs, which is quite beautiful. And for those of our guests and observers which have never been there, it's one of the areas it's must to be seen. Air currents connected with the migration of birds. The last 15 years in the area of Varna was established a park with a lot of windmills, which is modern and eco, and basically it's helping the government to produce electricity from the nature. Now, sea coast with incredible beauty. Basically, the entire north coast of the Black Sea, it's with high stony coast, with wild beaches and areas where we have beautiful beaches in the cities. I can say that this is one of the only areas in the Black Sea where the guest really can enjoy this fine sand and beauty of the nature. How actually our nature in the Varna region contributes for the health and well-being of and the pleasure of our guests. We have to mention that in the area we have eco-paths. Eco-paths are secured and they're giving chance to the guests to walk around, to enjoy the beauty of the nature, and to have place where to stop and to enjoy as well. Horseback riding. There are several areas where the guests can enjoy horseback riding, and this is a different way of enjoyment, bringing some adrenaline and of course seeing the scenery. Fishing, being on the Black Sea coast, of course it's a great opportunity to enjoy the beauty and act of fishing, and of course the fresh catch you can put in the frying pan and of course to enjoy it afterwards. Sea excursions. Black Sea, it is known for difficult sailing. However, if you are wise enough to have a good boat and a good, good equipment, you can do water excursions safely and enjoyable, of course. The seaside offers a different temperature during the day and during the night if we compare inland Bulgaria and the seaside. Of course, the hot evenings inland are not so hot here, and of course the mornings are quite fresh, and the breeze in the morning really gives a different pleasure to our guests as well. So being on the seaside is always more pleasurable during the summertime. Exotic wild beaches and in specific rock structures. This is another area of beauty and pleasure which the guests can enjoy as well. An example of the ecotourism is Topolotskai's Resort and Aqua Park. Now, what exactly we would like to mention about this resort is that the resort is aimed in the family tourism, looking for comfort in nature and rejuvenation of the body and mind of our guests, of the guests. The resort is situated on the edge of the cliff, surrounded by wild herbs, birds, exotic wild beaches and flowers, which are very typical for the area. Secured ecopath, which gives the guest chance to walk from the hotel to the wild beach down. Walking through this ecopath, it's really nice, as first is exercising, and second, you have a chance to stop in the gazebos, which are giving first a shelter, and then are giving a fantastic view of the entire Gulf of the area. Another beautiful thing near the complex is the pine forest, which is the lungs of the complex. Beauty, fresh air, oxygen. The hotel is built with the natural materials. A lot of stones from the area that was digged during the construction was used for the base of the hotel. Walking and resting areas are covered with wildflowers. Innovation facilities are involved in the building of the hotels, which are combine nature, emotion, and guest experience, such as singing and dancing fountain, which is quite interesting as innovation, and it gives the guest quite enjoyable view while they're dining in the restaurant, for example. Amphitheater, which is located on the cliff and gives the guests fantastic view while enjoying their entertainment for the night, or they are part of a special event done in the complex. Zipline, high-tech structure, which is one of the few in Bulgaria, which gives a high adrenaline and a great experience while from the top of the cliff towards the wild beach down there. It's unique as a pleasure. Aqua Park, very modern, quite good sport activities, great for the kids, great for the entire family, a lot of fun throughout the hot summer days. During the cooler days, the complex offers the Dream Spa with unique rooms, let's say herbs, sauna, salted room, the adventurer caves, etc., etc. The resort is honored with the Green Key Award. What that means? It's a leading standard for excellence in environmental responsibility and sustainable operation in the hotel industry. Another good point which I can mention are that the complex is focused into the local food and beverages, which is unique for the area. Why? Because we would like to offer to the guests something unique that they can try only in this part of Bulgaria. There is a kids menu with bio products and offers the kids in the complex healthy eating. I believe those are only good and positive way of thinking, the way the complex has been designed, and it's a great example. Thank you.